Good morning. My name is Ellen Burge, and my pronouns are she, her. I am a member of the UUI Ministerial Search Committee. If you are here for the first time, thank you for joining us. We look forward to getting to know you, and we invite everyone present in the sanctuary today to join our in-person coffee hour immediately following the service. Our congregation is a lively community with many opportunities to participate. There are quite a few announcements today, so I'd like to call your attention to those. Over the last few weeks, folks have shared that they aren't receiving the e-blast, myself included. I was one of them. We promise it's still being sent. Dorian recently updated the form email to comms@uui.org, so sadly this caused some email accounts to filter the e-blast into the spam folder. If you have not received the e-blast in a while, please follow the instructions that are in the bulletin. Join us today for the Find Your Spot Fair after the service, where you can learn more about the committees, groups, and teams at UUI and how you can get involved. Tables will be set up here in the sanctuary right after the service, so get your coffee and then come back and find your spot. The Board of Trustees wants to share with you that Holly Hendrickson has stepped down from the board. She's given her time, talents, and wisdom during a challenging and exciting time for our church. The board and congregation are really so grateful for her service. Holly remains committed to our community and looks forward to focusing on other projects here at UUI that bring her joy. Please join me in thanking Holly for her dedication and for her love of this church. Thank you, Holly. The Ministerial Search Committee asks for you to please visit our information table at the Find Your Spot Fair today, as well as every Sunday in August will be set up in the social hall. So from today throughout the month, you can find a table from the MSC. As a member of your MSC, I can say that at our table, you can pick up a frequently asked questions or an FAQ sheet, as well as an overview of the search process that includes a timeline so that you'll know exactly what to expect. But lastly, and most importantly, please stop by to sign up for a September listening session. These important listening sessions will be happening every Sunday in September in person and every Tuesday evening on Zoom. Check your calendars and sign up soon to get your preferred date. There will be a maximum of 12 members and friends per listening session. You can also scan the QR codes on the purple flyers that are displayed in the social hall to access the handouts and the sign-up form for the listening sessions. Whew. For other important opportunities and bits of information, please watch the slides before the service and check your bulletin and your e-blast regularly. During our service, there is a time for sharing the joys and sorrows of our lives with one another. Cards for sharing your joy or sorrow are on the table by the entrance to the sanctuary. We ask that you pick them up and fill them out prior to that section of the service. Rooted in the values of Unitarian Universalism, we covenant to be a congregation where people of all generations find meaning and purpose. We work to be a congregation that lives in sacred interdependence by caring deeply for one another, our community, and our planet, with a commitment to sustainability and mutual support. We are so glad that you are here with us today. We hope you find the service inspiring and meaningful.
Good morning. My name is Brittany Fukushima, and my pronouns are she and her. I am honored to serve our congregation today as worship associate. A lit chalice is the symbol of our faith as Unitarian Universalists, a light of sanctuary and solidarity, kindled in community and carried into the world. As we light our chalice in the sanctuary, I invite those on Zoom to light a chalice or a candle and to type your location in the chat. Our chalice lighting and opening words today are by Reverend Cherry, and I would also like to invite Michelle up to light our chalice. Thank you, Michelle. Guided by love, secured by hope, and made courageous by faith, we gather today at a moment of beginning, both learning and teaching, welcoming the injured and the healing, ever justice seeking. We bless this church with our love. With pilgrims and seekers, growing children and cherished seniors, guided by pillars and leaders, we bless this church with our hope. Praying and resolving, trusting and involving, some settled, some evolving, we bless this church with our faith. Let us receive our ingathering as a gift, and may it inspire renewed commitment to our great covenant of love, hope, and faith. May our eyes be opened to opportunities for broad ministry within, throughout, and beyond, and may the blessings we come to know through that vision be a blessing to the world.
Please rise and bow to your spirit as we join together singing hymn 368, Now Let Us Sing. As you'll notice, there are two different melodies. I'll be leading the soprano alto part while Patrick Bale will be doing the tenor bass part.
Would you please now join me in saying our covenant, which is on the screen and in your bulletin? Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. This is our covenant. And now let us say our covenant in Spanish. El amor es el espíritu de esta iglesia, y el servicio es su ley. Vivir juntos en paz, buscar la verdad en el amor, y ayudarnos unos a otros. Este es nuestro pacto. Please be seated.
Now let us enter into the time of the service when we share the joys and sorrows of our lives with one another so that they may be held here together in community. As the music plays in just a moment, I invite people in the sanctuary to come and drop a stone into the bowl if something is on your heart today. You may notice the table is in a little bit different location. It is over here, and you are still able to use both sides of the table. If you have written your joy or sorrow on a card, you can leave it in a basket at the table and it will be read aloud. I will note sometimes when we move the joys and sorrows table, people come from both sides at the same time. So generally the recommendation is to progress from the basket to the middle to the rock bowl. So this way, so that you're not hitting a traffic jam. And that way you can leave your joy and sorrow card in the basket that is right there. Please note that cards are by the entrance of the sanctuary for easy pickup when you come in. For those of you on Zoom, it is much less complicated. We invite you to use the chat feature. Please put in all caps either joy or sorrow, plus your name and pronouns at the beginning of what you are sharing if you would like me to read it out loud in the sanctuary. You can also symbolically drop a stone into the bowl by typing drops stone or just DS into the chat. Let us share the joys and sorrows of our lives together. I love the energy in the sanctuary today, and it's reflected in the joys and sorrows that were shared. Daniel shares a joy that they get to see their mother for the first time since they moved to Indiana, and they're grateful for that. But also a sorrow that unfortunately their mother is in the hospital, and they are talking about a possible surgery, which at 95 is major surgery, no matter how minor it is. Daniel asks for your thoughts and prayers, please. Christina shares a joy that Christina is happy to be blessed with a wonderful coworker who is responsive to Christina's concerns. Breyer shares the joy that their surgery on Wednesday went really well. They share that so far their immune system seems to be handling things okay, and there haven't been any major complications given their health conditions. And we celebrate that. Lydia shares the joy that she's happy that she's in second grade and that her brother Jack's birthday is this coming Friday. Sharon shares the joy that they had a surprise visit from their granddaughter and a carload of her friends this last week. Felicia shares joy and sorrow. Felicia shares that she's so happy to be here this Sunday. She got a B in 6-week organic chemistry. Fantastic. Though she doesn't know when she'll be back to visit, which is the sorrow. Everest shares the joy that their dad's girlfriend got a kitten. Alice shares the joy that Alice had her first full week of school. Mary Beth shares the joy that her daughter Abby and her husband Rob welcomed Lily Josephine into the world on July 25th. And after many tests, is thankful to share that she does not have lymphoma. Yay. Catherine shares the joy that she is going into first grade on Tuesday, and she thinks it's going to be amazing. She'll get to meet some people, to meet the same people she met in kindergarten, and she is excited. That's right. Gobi shares that he can't wait to spend time with Millie and Milo, his cats, this week. And Maria shares the joy that her son Gobi is celebrating his 8th birthday next Saturday, and she is so proud of all of his growth and who he is becoming. It's a lot of joy that we have here in the sanctuary today and here in this community. Though they may not be shared out loud, we know that there are many other joys and sorrows that remain on our hearts and in our minds. Let us pause now for a moment of prayer and meditation. We each have our own ways of connecting with the spirit of life and love. We may meditate on our breath as we breathe in and out. We may recite words and phrases that brought us comfort in times past. We may listen to the still small voice inside, or perhaps we talk to the divine as though it were a dear friend. We take this time now in gathered silence to join in the spirit of prayer and meditation in whatever way feels right to you, holding these and other joys and sorrows in our heart. Blessed be, and amen.
Spirit of life, come unto me.
When we strike out on a journey or begin a new experience, many of us carry a bag of supplies with us. If you have such a bag today and you would like to have it blessed, in just a moment, not quite yet, but in just a moment, we're going to be asking you to bring it forward, or you can send it forward with a helper, or if you prefer, you can just lift up your bag when you hear me describe you. Okay? And stay up here for the blessings part. So you understand you're going to bring your bags forward and we're going to give you a blessing for them, but we want you to stay up here. Okay?
Did y'all hear that?
Okay.
Maybe. There's at least a 40% chance.
40%?
Yes.
40% is good. And for those of you who are on Zoom, we invite you to raise your bag up and let us know that you're starting something new, and we will send a backpack blessing in the mail to you.
Yes.
All right, so for anyone who is taking books and homework to school as you begin the new year, is that any of you? If so, bring your bags on up.
So if you're doing books and homework this year, bring it in, bring it in. Some of us, we're gonna let the parade move here. Perfect. Awesome. Now, you can turn around and face our friends here, y'all. I'm not that interesting. And then some of us are carrying bags full of supplies and plans for a new project. Might that be you? If so, come on down or lift it up.
Some of us are starting new jobs this year. Of course, we don't always know if that's gonna be some of us. But if you know that you will be starting a new job this year, I invite you to come forward now.
Some of us are moving from one home to another, and we'll take things with us to make it cozy. Will you bring your treasured belongings to a new home this year? If so, bring your bag up.
Some of us have opened our home to a new family member or pet this year, so we might have diaper bags or pet carriers or suitcases. If that's...
Even when you are away from UUI, you carry the heart of Unitarian Universalism with you wherever you go. Together, we bless these bags that accompany us on the journey.
We bless all of these bags in the name of justice. May we always remember to act based upon our values, to look out for others, and to include all voices in our decision-making.
We bless these bags in the name of equity. May we remember that we are all inherently worthy, and each of us, including ourselves, has the right to flourish with dignity, love, and compassion.
We bless these bags in the name of transformation. May we grow and transform throughout the year, becoming more ourselves every day. And may we embrace new ideas and learning.
We bless these bags in the name of pluralism. May we always remember to honor and respect people for all that makes them unique and precious. And may we keep our minds open to new ideas.
We bless these bags in the name of interdependence. May we always feel connected to our church community, feel connected to our UU faith, and connected to our grand universe.
We bless these bags in the name of generosity. May we both experience the generosity of our community and remember to be generous with others.
We bless these bags in the name of love. May you always remember that you are loved here at UUI. May you remember to love yourself and to love each other. May you keep love at the center of all you do. Amen, and blessed be.
These charms are to remind you of the support of this community. Transforming can be difficult. When times are hard, hold these charms and remember that you can always find love at the center of this community. Whatever your individual beliefs, stay grounded in our shared values and carry the light of Unitarian Universalism with you wherever you go. As I hand you a blessing, you may take your seat.
Your bags might not look any different or feel any different, but we hope you will remember that we've added our blessings to all these bags. And as you pack your bag with all the tools you need on your journey, we hope that you will think about the blessings and values you bring with you from your church community. Let us bless all of these folks with a round of applause on their new adventures.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, Avery. I'm glad you're here. That's okay, Avery. That doesn't matter one bit.
Human beings have gathered for centuries seeking a higher purpose and deeper life than we can find alone. We join religious communities to formalize this gathering, to cast our lots with one another, to form a deep community united in purpose. Some people join a Unitarian Universalist church because we want to support it as it stands against superstition and fear, or because it is open to all who share our values, regardless of your theology, race, or gender, how you worship, or who you love. Some people join a Unitarian Universalist church because we strive to find the right blend of freedom, reason, and respect, and faith, hope, and love, or because it's a place where children can learn that religion is for joy, comfort, and gratitude. The relationships we form in our church are based on primal needs to join, to commit, needs that render each of us vulnerable and therefore reliant on each other's grace, goodness, and generosity of spirit.
Today, we honor and recognize the many forms that belonging can take. Those of you who joined as members just this year and are still learning names, still finding your rhythm, we're so glad that you're here. Those of you who've been here a few years, a dozen years, even nearly 2 decades, you are the heartwood of this community, shaping it every day in quiet and visible ways. And those of you who've stayed through seasons of change, conflict, and transformation, you carry the memory of where we've been and help to guide where UUI is going. Together we are one body, rooted in love, stretching toward the future.
And so now we begin by honoring those who have helped carry this community across time, who have weathered storms, held fast to shared values, and made it possible for us to be here today. If you have been a member of this congregation or involved in this congregation for 20 years or more, I invite you to rise or raise a hand as you are willing and able. 20 years or more. Stay standing. Okay, stay standing. Hold on one second. So thank you all for staying when it was hard. Thank you for holding on to each other through seasons of conflict and change. Your presence is a testament to resilience and faithfulness. Now, if you've been a member for 30 years or more, I invite you to please remain standing or keep that hand raised, and the rest may be gently seated. So for those of you who have been members here for 30 years or more, thank you for helping to build this sanctuary. not just the structure of it, but the spirit within. You shaped the space where we now gather week after week. Thank you. All right, and now if you've been with us 40 years or more, please remain standing, and everybody else with gratitude may be seated. 40 years or more. Thank you all for carrying the memory of who UUI has been and for continuing to show up as the congregation becomes something new. You are the roots beneath UUI's growth. Thank you. You may be seated now. And now, having honored those who have carried this community through decades of change and growth, we turn to those who are just beginning their journey with us.
UUI's new members are not just the future of this community, they are its present. Your questions, your energy, your presence, they matter now. They matter right now. You are helping shape what this community is becoming. So let us extend our welcome, our curiosity, and our care to those who have recently said yes to this shared life. As I call your name, I invite you to come forward to the extent you feel comfortable and stand up in front with us. Please bring your order of service with you. Jamie Rogers. Crow Pogue. Laura Feeney. Diane Kennedy. And Stephanie Lefebvre. I invite the congregation to welcome our new members by reading together the words printed in your order of service and displayed on the screen. We, the members of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Indianapolis, welcome you as new members to our congregation. We encourage you to join in our shared journey of transformation. We will endeavor to be guided by the Spirit of love in all our words and actions. We include you now as we continue to support the programs and ideals that bind us together in spirit and in community. And new members, we freely
Through the spirit of love, the power of community, and the values of Unitarian Universalism, we bless these new members of UUI, and we welcome you all among us. We give you a flower as a promise of the beauty and growth possible in our future relationship. Here, may you find comfort, for life often carries with it pain, and may you find joy in the shared gifts of life and love. Here, may you be challenged, for questioning is a source of love and learning. May you add your voice to ours, finding harmony in the diversity that we affirm. And may you build on your faith, a faith that sustains you during life's transitions. Here, may you find your spiritual home, creating with us a community that welcomes all. Let us welcome our new members with a round of applause. I love in-gathering services and how they celebrate all the gifts of community. And oh my goodness, there are so many gifts, so much joy here to celebrate at UUI. And now we will engage in our water communion. This ritual was first used in Unitarian Universalist worship services in the 1980s and now is held in most congregations at the beginning of the church year at their in-gathering services. Originally, the water communion was a travel log where people brought and shared waters from their summer vacations, and they would stand up at the microphone and say, "I brought water from Paris." And where else? And over time, we realized that doing that ceremony in that way left a lot of people out if you didn't go anywhere. And so because we are Unitarian Universalists, constantly seeking truth and meaning and striving to be more welcoming and inclusive, the water communion has changed. Now we understand it as a time to reflect on the physical, emotional, or spiritual journeys that we've taken in the last year, individually and collectively, and to celebrate and honor those journeys together. We utilize water from past water communion ceremonies, which I have here, to connect us to the journeys that brought us here today. The water we collect here today will be strained and boiled, and then will be used at various times throughout the year, such as the child dedications that will be happening on December 21st. So mark your calendar if you have a child to be dedicated. December 21st will be the day. As we gather the waters of community this morning, waters that represent our physical, emotional, and spiritual journeys of the last year, let us remember that they connect us to everything that has ever been and ever will be. That is the power of water and of the water that we share today. And so it is fitting that we begin with sharing water from last year's communion, water that was filtered and boiled, and that had water in the previous year from it as well. So this water continues to carry us over. And as the music plays, I invite you to bring forward your water to share. If you didn't bring water today, that's okay, because we have magic water in pitchers. And all you have to do is think about your journey, and that magic water will become symbolic of that water, and you can pour it in. All right, let us go one row at a time. We're going to start from the front to the back. And then we're gonna go along the sides, okay? This gets complicated. For the easiest flow, I'm gonna invite you to please exit your row along the outside, all right? And then come up, share your water, and then return to your seat up the center aisle. Does that make sense? Exit the outside, come up, there we go. And for those of you who are on Zoom, if you would like me to pick up some water or if you'd like me to send some water to me, I will add it to this water before I boil it and strain it so that your water can become a part of this as well. Let us share the waters that represent our journeys together. That's a lot of water. Let us bless this water now with these words from Ranwa Hamani. I invite you to respond to each section with, "This water is sacred." May this water continue to flow through this community with shining reflections of the unique gifts that flow through each of its members. This water is sacred. May it continue to nurture this community with sustaining hope that we journey together through the ripples of growth and change. This water is sacred. May it continue to bless this community with loving reminders of our collective responsibility to one another and to the world. This water is sacred. May its ripples be a reminder that the changes and growth within this community bring movement and transformation to the world beyond our doors. This water is sacred. May its impurities offer grace to our community and the willingness to forgive ourselves and one another when we make mistakes. This water is sacred. In moments when we are confused and uncertain, may it bring us clarity of purpose and commitment. This water is sacred. And in moments when the reservoirs of our hearts and spirits are drained by sorrow or pain, may this water nourish them with the knowledge that we are surrounded by a deep and abundant love. This water is sacred. May it be so.
Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
Every month, UUI gives half of the Sunday collection to a cause chosen by our Social Justice Committee. August's Share the Plate is the Transforming Heart Collective. Last year, many UUI members took the course, the Trans Inclusion in Congregations course from the Transforming Hearts Collective, deepening our understanding of gender, identity, and true inclusion. This summer, we're offering a follow-up course called Responding to the Anti-Trans Movement. It's a free 3-session program that helps participants understand gender diversity and respond to political attacks on trans people. This month's Share the Plate supports the Transforming Hearts Collective, whose work empowers trans and non-binary people and equips communities like ours to show up with courage and compassion. You can give on your smartphone by texting the dollar amount you want to give and the word share, which is in to the phone number, which is in the chat and in your bulletin. You can also give on the website at uui.org. The offering will now be gratefully received. May it be joyfully given. Thank you so much for your generosity. Our closing words today are adapted from the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. The supreme good is like water, which nourishes all things without trying to. It is content with the low places that people disdain. Thus, it is like the Tao. In dwelling, live close to the ground. In thinking, keep to the simple. In conflict, be fair and generous. In governing, don't try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. In family life, be completely present. When you are content to simply be yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you.
Please rise in body or spirit as we join together in singing hymn 1064, Blue Boat Home.
Please now join me in our chalice extinguishing. The words are on the screen and printed in your order of service. Now we extinguish the flame of our chalice, but not the light of understanding, the warmth of compassion, or the fire of commitment. Let us keep those with us until we meet again. Go in peace.